Kiahonfire family, it's Carpenter, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. So you might have noticed this update had a little bit of a change when it came to crafters, meaning they have different specialities, and this would be especially with your named crafters now. So they have different symbols now, like swords and hammers and shields, and you might not know what specialization they are, so I'm going to tell you and show you which one is which. So we got a new few specializations, even the religious ones have changed as well. So you got priest specializations, you got armorer, you even have torturer, you have the carpenter, and you also have the blacksmith that all have these very special thralls, and you have not an idea what I'm talking about. You see these little blue symbols? Well, that is exactly what I'm talking about. So I'll be showing you what they do and what focus they are, because now they have different focuses, such as if you build one of these, it could up your damage, it could up your durability, or even armor penetration. Alright, so starting with our actual blacksmiths, we're going to start with a bladesmith. Now, a bladesmith will look like this. The symbol will be exactly like that, a blue sword. And a bladesmith is a damage-focused blacksmith, so something that is really, really good. So basically what it's going to do is going to up the damage that the weapon does when you craft with it, so it can make it into a really nice weapon. I had to test it against a couple of weapons, which are the dragon bone types. So there you go, you got that. And then we go to our next box, which is the edge smith. So this is penetration focus, to be good for anything that does a lot of armor penetration. So the dragon bone war axe isn't really good for that. However, the dragon bone spear is a little bit better and is 1% more armor pen over the other one. However, this is what it does. But as you can see, the damage is a lot less than the other one. So when you're looking for armor pen, you want that nice broken shield. And then we have our durability one. So the little hammer is the symbol you need for durability. This is called a temper smith, and it is durability focused. And as you can see, the durability on these items are a lot higher. So if I compared that against the other ones, so with this spear, if I compare that against the spear over here, you'll be able to see the difference in the durability. Now we're moving on to carpenters. So we have a sword, broken shield, and a hammer. We're going to be making some of the items in here, so you can have a look at that as well. Okay, so our carpenters, we have a fletcher, a bowmaker, and a builder. So penetration, damage, and durability, and we'll be starting with the damage one. So here you can see I have a hardened steel bow. You got 19 health damage on it when he's built it. There you go. I just wanted to pre-warn you as well, arrows, if you do like a penetration one on it, it does not change the penetration of the arrows as I've seen, so that's a little bit disappointing, but it will do your bows for you. So 19 on the damage bow. Then we come to the armor penetration one. So you have the Fletcher. So with this one, he has 9% armor pen, and of course the arrows don't change, as unfortunately you see. So you have this one, that's the symbol you want. And then we have our builder, so the durability one. We look at his bow, you can see it's a bit lower than the others. Although I feel like the armor pen is exactly the same as the one that is supposed to be penetration focused. So it's a little bit bizarre. Perhaps it works better on other items that have a little bit more penetration. Such maybe as a star metal bow would be more noticeable. But on this one, it's comparable to the other one. And you can see with the durability is a lot better than the other ones there. So that's your durability one. And just compare it against this one for durability. You can see it went up by about 100 and a bit. So there you go, that's the carpenter ones. Now I felt this one was a bit of an interesting one because it's our Taskmaster. So you have the concussion, and then you also have the durability. As you can probably see, it's really obvious which one's which. So your concussion is the bonky and the durability is that one. We've got a couple of thralls to test it on here, where I'm going to go and craft it with the thrall, and then take that item with the thrall in there, then get the other one to make it, and then see how that turns out and compare it. That's what I'm doing for all of them, by the way. There's no mix-ups, so we're getting good results here. And they seem to produce pretty much the same result every time as well. You make the same item, so it's pretty interesting. So we should have a durability one. So you've got the hammer there, so 630 durability in this one. And as you can see, it's quite a lot more than the other durability, but not really like loads. You'd think it would be a lot more, but it's not really. So it's a little bit like, oh, okay. Durability one, actually, if you want to make things like bindings, it'd be a really good idea to have the durability one. So maybe a bit of both would do you very good, actually, if you have a couple of named Taskmasters. Now we move on to our armorer ones. So you have quite a lot of armorer ones. You have the dumbbells, you have the shield, and then you also have that hammer coming back. So the types we get in this one is a shield right, which is an armor focused armorer. You have a scout right, which is a weight focus, and then you have the temper right, which is a durability focus. So you can already tell this is your durability one here because it pretty much stays the same for all the other stations with the hammer. But just to show you anyway, we're going to do some Silent Legion. Okay, so we have our 3 boxes. So we're going to start off with the durability one because that's really, really easy. So as you can see in this one, it has 2178.9 durability with the guy, the Diana Steel Shaper. She is a hammer one. I'm going to check it against this one. You can see that's quite a change from the other durability on the other one. Just to give you another comparison, you got 2k and this one's still under. So this one. But anyway, this one is the weight focus. So you can see we have 22.91 weight here. We check that against the other one, 26.87. So that's a little bit of a shift on that one of the weight. So there you go. And then we have our next one, which is going to be the one I'd say you probably want to focus on, the armor focused armorer. So we have this one. As you can see, the armor value is 406.6. So which one is this one? That is 369.6. So having this one could bring it up quite a bit on the value, which would be really nice. So I definitely say this is probably the one you want to look for, unless you do like those others for different reasons. But that would be my choice anyway to go for. And then let's go and check our priests. So yes, priests are included. We're checking Decado Priest today for their differences, and there is actually 3 different ones, although I don't know how well. I'd probably say the durability one is the better one out of all of these, because I don't really see a point in the armor one, because the armor's pretty bad anyway on this. And the weight one could be a good one too, I suppose. But here we go, we have these different ones here. Okay, so for these ones we have our Confessor, which is the damage focus. We have the Essential, which is the durability, and the Guardian, which is armor focus. So let's check our damage one first. You won't see the damage on the armor, but I made one anyway. You just kind of know what it's like. So there you go. That one, and then we look at our damage, 55. And we can go and compare that against our next one, which is our durability. You see it's 48 on this one, which is quite a dip. But the durability is 1,210. That's what the durability is on this one. It is, yeah, there you go, a little bit different. 1,174. Check the durability on the shirt in comparison as well, because that's going to make a difference between these two. 424, and this one is 437. So not a lot of durability increase between the two, but it's you can see it. And then we have our next one. So we have the Guardian. So that should be your armor focus, which you're not going to see on a weapon, but you will see on the armor, hopefully anyway. So you got 17 on this one, and then 70 on this one. So I'm guessing that probably needs a little bit of rebalancing, because that one is supposed to help with your armor, and I would have said that would probably be your most worth one out of the lot if you really want to go for armor. So this probably actually could do with some rebalancing. I don't think the values have been put in at all for these ones, because they are exactly the same. But you get the idea, that's what is supposed to happen anyway. Maybe they just missed the ones I'm looking at right now. You have to let me know if you get the same results, if you do have this kind of thing going on. You have a few of them that are different. Those are your 3 differences anyway here, so you can check them out. Oh my goodness. Alright, yeah, there you go. So those are your specializations. Hopefully that cleared it up a bit for you, so you know what one does what, about the damages and the weights and the durabilities and the concussions and the penetration. So hopefully that helps a lot. Help you figure out which one you want and stuff like that, or which ones you have on you already. If you're looking at that symbol and you're being like, well, what is this? They should really make it clearer in game, to be honest, because it's not overly clear on some things. So you could say, let me have a look, what's my problem over here? I had there was one, yeah, so you have the one with the broken shield, right, and then you have the sword. Either one of those could be penetration, really, if you think about it, or damage. I mean, damage would break for a shield as well. Penetration, sharp as a knife. You could mistake it really easily, so they should at least put a description on it a little bit. There's nothing, so you don't really know what you're looking at. Hopefully this video does help you find out which ones you have. And remember, these things are subject to change in the future, and I hope they do fix some of them. I did notice some of those values are a little bit wink wonky, not quite there. And of course, remember, things also depend on your stations as well. where, I mean, if you have certain things, they will craft faster, or perhaps they will take up less resource. Do bear that in mind as well. But apart from that, that is enough from me today. Thank you for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.